Yes, guys, this is Nearly Last, bringing you back another gameplay for today, and this time we're playing Kill Confirmed on Recovery, and in this one, it's been a bit of a change for me. In my previous video, I mentioned that my Scuf controller broke. If you haven't seen that video, please click on the link above and go back and check that one out for us. But, yes, the Scuf broke, and now, that's devastating news for me. I've got to be honest, I'm so used to using a Scuf, it's just the paddles on the back. I miss them. I really do. Now, I understand that a lot of people will be saying that, you know, if you're a good player, you don't need to use a Scuf. And that's very true. When this game first came out, obviously the Scufs weren't available for the Xbox Ones and that, so it didn't really make a difference then. But now it's trying to adapt, trying to go back to the way I had before. So obviously you can see at the moment I'm trying to be a little bit cautious at the moment because I struggle to jump and aim and fire at the same time, and that I get a little bit lost in that. So it's been a bit new sort of thing. So you have to bear with me on this gameplay, as you can see. So I'm trying to play a little bit gingerly at the moment, guys. As you can see, I'll normally be jumping up there, getting in, mixing in with those gunfights at the top there, and not having to worry. But at the moment, I'm a little bit hiding at the moment, guys. I've got to be honest. I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat. I get caught out a good few too many times because, let's be honest, people are either using Scufs or they're using claw. Now, claw is a different way, and it's fair play if you can do that. I've got to be honest. I've tried. And I have tried, and I cannot get that nailed down. Seen plenty of the other guys. I've got a good few friends who play like it, and I've seen the professionals who play like it and that. But I can't get into it. I mean, I'm not that way inclined. I tried and tried. My fingers just they get everywhere. They get everywhere. But the gameplay wasn't too bad as we go along. That bit there was a bit frustrating. I felt like I was getting into the game a bit there, and somehow he managed to get round past every single person. Then I was a little bit annoyed. I think that's why I went rushing in on that point. So, but then as we can see as it goes on, the game falls away from me just a little bit. As you can see, normally we could edit some of these bad mistakes out and that. But to be honest, yeah, I just leave it in there, guys. It's an honest gameplay, and I thought I'd just show you all my stupid mistakes, as long as with the better bits, which are far and fair between, I suppose, in this type of gameplay. So, guys, while we're on the actual topic of controllers, basically, like with the Scufs, I know a lot of people, they don't really want to pay that sort of money for a Scuf, and I can understand it. It is quite a lot of money. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, whether your parents are buying it for Christmas or whatnot else. It is a lot of money. 130 odd pounds, sometimes you get it for about £100, or you can actually send your controller in, which helps bring it down a little bit and that, but they are quite pricey. There's no getting away from that sort of thing. But saying that, I must admit I do love them. I mean, I am going to pay for mine to get fixed, even though mine didn't even last half a year, and it is a bit annoying that the warranty doesn't even last that long. So I was a bit frustrated, I've got to be said, and the fact that I'm not even going to get it back for about 2 weeks. So it's a long process. It is quite frustrating, but I won't turn away from my Scuf. I love it dearly, and I'll still stick. I'm so used to those paddles on the back, and it makes my game so much more freely, so much more easier to use. With all that said, I know a lot of people won't use them. A lot of people don't want to bother. A lot of my mates don't, and that's why I'm touching back onto that claw subject. A lot of people can use claw. A lot of people don't need to go out and buy anything fancy for a controller or any accessories or anything else like that. They're quite happy using claw, or they're quite happy using it the normal way. In the normal CODs, the previous ones, I could just use a normal controller and it'd be quite comfortable. I found it a lot more easier. But with this Call of Duty, because you're boosting and jumping and dashing and all that, it's a lot more harder. So you want to try and do everything all at once, and keep trying to take my thumb off, and that I find it a bit of a pain. Apart from claw, I know they got a new thing out called the Avenger Controller Reflex. Now this, I don't know whether everyone's seen this one or not, but it's more of a futuristic kind of thing, I'd say. Really, it's like this thing. It's like a big attachment that goes around like your buttons and holds onto your controller, and it's got its arms basically, just lots of arms sticking out that you can wind with your fingers. That you can still use. It's sort of like a Scuf sort of thing. So your thumbs, you can jump and aim and all that malarkey with it. So I suppose it's alright. I mean, there's a lot cheaper way of doing it than going out and buying a Scuf, so it's got a massive advantage to it there, especially if your kids are on about it as a parent. Then it's a better way to go. Don't really like the look of it. It doesn't look too pretty, but there you go. It's everyone's preference, and depends what they want to buy. Also is the control freaks, and I know a lot of people like control freaks. I love control freaks, and I know people always say you can't put control freaks on a Scuf thing because they won't sit. No, they don't, but to be honest, if you get a nice bit of a sharp knife and a bit of a play, and you can fit them on there nicely. Your joysticks won't look too pretty afterwards, but you're not going to take them off once you've got them on there, so who cares? So like with the control freaks and that's why people, especially people who are playing calls, they can chuck it on there and they can carry on as normal. Some people just like to stick those control freaks on. But guys, if you could just let us know what type of controllers that you guys like to use. Do you like having any attachments, or do you just keep it simple, just the plain ones? Or you're not really fussed, you don't really look into all the hassle of if it's wired, if it's wireless, and everything else and above. So if you can leave it in the comment section below, that would be brilliant, guys, or just contact me on Twitter. We'd like to get your feedback, because I know there's a lot of different mixed reviews about this one. Anyway, closing out the gameplay, guys, you can see we just about won it. I didn't do too bad, seeing as it was a bit of a thing. So it was alright in the end. 25 for 11 with 23 captures. It could have gone a lot worse. I mean, I did have a couple of practice games before that one, but that was about it. But anyway, guys, that's closing out now. If you like to check back on any of my videos, guys, please click on these links that just come up on the screen now. And if you'd like to subscribe, that'd be great. But if you've watched the video and you do enjoy it, please hit that like button. That would mean a lot for me, guys. I'd be much appreciated. Anyway, guys, see you later.